Yeah, 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 I love the smile in your face. I know that you got what it takes. Plus you working, ain't no breaks, yeah. You got that vibe, mama, you already know, yeah. This is the Darling Talk Show. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Darling Talk Show. I am your host, Alexa Darling, and today I have my sister here, y'all.
Elise.
My sister Marilyn.
Hey y'all.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm actually so grateful that you're here because look at us.
I know. We can't have a moment, okay? I think we're gonna have a moment.
I think we will, but
yes.
you know. So first, I would like for you to tell the audience who you are.
I am Marilyn Victoria Domo Flores.
Period. You gotta better have that domo in there, girl.
I am married. Your 3 nieces, and you
Yes.
have a great nephew now.
Which is crazy.
Owner of Esquina Caliente Houston.
Yes.
Owner of Flores Sensi Waxes and more, and also a consultant for Pure Romance. So I'm wearing a couple of hats.
Wait, what is that? I didn't know about that one. The last one.
I'll tell you about that pretty soon.
Okay.
But
Okay. I like that though.
We are in the adult industry as
I
well.
love the adult industry.
There you go.
Because baby, you know, we're grown. We can talk about all that.
We adults.
Hello. Oh, that's kind of weird to talk to you about that.
Nah, that means we got our part 2 coming.
Okay. Before we get to
So-
the episode, I like to, of course, we gotta toast, we gotta drink wine while we're talking because it makes everything better, right?
Yes, it does.
So, oh girl, I'm gaining weight.
What?
But this video is sponsored by Salaman and Bryant's wine. Oh my god, y'all! I haven't tried this one yet, but I cannot wait to try it. And this is a black-owned business. Okay, it's black-owned, and I
Awesome.
love to say that because it's just so great. And also, look, it literally you just gotta like pop it up like that. It's so
Nice.
I love it. It's just so convenient for me
I
because
like
I'll
that.
be all over the place.
The twist top, because you got the corkscrew.
Too much.
A lot of times you don't be having that.
Exactly.
So,
So you can take it on the go and not worry about that. So we're gonna toast to this.
okay.
Let me see. Let me pour first. Let me be respectful, girl. Ooh, that looks interesting.
So do they have other flavors?
They do have a lot of flavors.
Okay.
The last time that I tried, it was a red blend,
Oh, nice.
which you can try before you leave too. And then I'm trying this one right now. So, and by the end of the show, we're gonna rate it too.
Okay.
So,
No problem.
I like to smell it. It smells very.
It's different.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna toast before we start the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toast to our relationship growing.
Yes.
And you being on the show
Thank you.
an amazing conversation. Salud.
Salud.
Okay.
Nice.
You
A
can mix
little
this.
tart, but not overwhelming.
Yes, it's start like towards the end of the right
In the
like,
back. Mm-hmm.
I can see myself drinking. It's more like a dessert kind of wine. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's on the sweet end. It's
Yes,
sweet.
definitely.
It's sweet. It's not dry. So for my sweet girlies.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh, because you do like sweet. You did
Yes.
say, oh, okay, you gotta grow up, girl.
No, it's okay.
I know.
It's
Esta vieja
okay.
pa' que no te- First of all, I don't know. I love me.
We getting finer with wine, man.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, actually, let me get my thing here. But again, thank you for being here.
Thank you for
I
inviting
wanted to
me.
bring you on the show because I think that is very important. I'm a very transparent person on one of my platforms, and one of the things that I've been open about is my relationship with my dad and all these things and how it has affected me and how
Right.
now I'm on the other end of it. Like I'm healing. I'm better. I don't have any anger inside of me anymore. I'm just
Yes.
and it feels good. Like, so I kind of want to tell them kind of like the story of how I reached out to you last year and how we met up and everything, that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then you can kind of give, your perspective. But y'all, so this is my sister, blood. My dad, that's the oldest on my dad's side of the family. and I'm the youngest. So there is a huge gap between us. How many? What's the gap, man?
15 years.
15 years.
Yes.
That's crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, 15, right?
Yeah. So, huge gap. But Marilyn is mad cool. Marilyn is like she's not like one of those like people that don't like to have fun. She be having fun. Okay.
We turned up.
Yeah, she turned up. So
Yes.
I don't think I can hang with you no more. I think I'll be tired next to you.
I think your hang time is different though, because I think you hang earlier, whereas I hang
true.
later.
Yeah,
Yes.
you rest during the day and
No, I didn't say I rest. I said I just hang later.
Okay, that's fair. I do. I feel I think that it depends though.
Really?
Yeah, it depends because honestly, like sometimes when I'm with like, no, my man, late.
Okay, so I guess the question is, what's late for you?
Okay, when like to get to a place, 1 o'clock. In the morning.
Okay,
that's too late for me. I need to be outside of my house by 11 o'clock.
Okay,
if not, I'm not going out.
So then, in that case, yes, you are an early bird.
Early.
In what I see, right?
Gotcha.
Of course, with like Esquina Caliente, our biggest days are Sundays. And I have no understanding to this day why people don't like to go home Sunday morning, or rather Monday morning, because they got to go to work.
That's crazy.
But they're in there usually like till 4 or 5 in the morning.
And you know what? I cannot do that.
And that's why
I will be like, I'm home, knocked out, because I need to be rest. So I'm very big on my rest on Sundays. I need to make sure that by Monday when I'm working, I'm good. But yeah.
But my people at Esquina work, right?
I don't know. They be
my customers work.
All I know
they go to work.
They be at work dead the next day. That's all I know. They be struggling.
They come for me sometimes, but that's okay.
Girl, how do you make it to work?
I don't work on Mondays.
Oh, that's good.
I don't.
And everybody be struggling. You be resting. I love that for you.
Look.
See, that's what you can do when you a business owner. But hey, okay, cool. So, like I was saying, we were able to, Marian and I, I moved to the States in 2010.
Yes.
Can we talk about that?
Yes.
Like I remember the first day I got here. You went to pick us up at the airport.
I did.
Oh my God. And then I remember, girl, I was about to hit Mongola. Like I literally was on I remember to this day it was 288. 288 South, baby. And I'm looking at all the buildings.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, look at the buildings. I'm in I'm in the USA.
Right.
Like, of course, it was you had to, and you know how I knew you was cool because you was playing Elaine in the car.
Yes.
An Ordinary Love or something like that. I think it was
because I think songs. Did I drive? I think that
you was
day?
driving.
Yeah, because I was like, dude, you're not driving.
Yeah, no.
So,
yeah.
It was it was exciting just knowing that you were coming. For me, it was adding another sibling.
Yeah.
Right, and the excitement of getting to know you.
Right.
I think the hardest part, I think in our journey period, has been the age difference. Only because maybe if we've considered we've been in the same places, but kind of like you doing your thing and I'm doing my thing, and really only because of the age gap.
Yeah.
I think in this case, you being older now, our hangout time would be different.
Yeah, but I also believe that I don't know. I feel like we can be in the same space now. And party and turn up together now. Where we at now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before it was
a little of a tension there. And then we're gonna get to that, right?
Yes.
But a lot I think that for me, moving to the States, there was a lot of things that I was feeling. Like I felt a lot of not like I didn't fit in.
I think it was more like culture shock.
Yes,
almost.
Absolutely. Because back home, everything was different.
Right.
And I was 14 when I moved here. I was I was young. I was a baby. So, and then I had to adapt to everything. And even I going to school, it was different for me. I will cry every day.
Gotcha.
And I hated KIP. I'm sorry. But that school, girl.
Did it give you structure though?
It did. It really did. But damn, being in school for 8, 9 hours, I felt like I was at work.
I think it was because, and correct me if I'm wrong, school over there, were you half day go home and then leave out. And I think that was the break you didn't have anymore.
I didn't have that.
Right.
Yeah.
So even though, of course, you're getting your education, it's just a difference.
It was just too much.
I think also because for those who don't know, you are actually more of my oldest daughter's age, which is your niece.
Yes.
And so it was kind of like, oh, my baby sister's here. But then it's kind of like, oh, my daughter has, somebody in her age group. Yes. So that was another part of it.
And that's a whole other thing too.
Yes.
Right. But I do feel like, it was just different. It was very different. And then I believe that I don't know, I think having a sibling outside of your mom is kind of weird. And let's talk about it, because I feel like, there's a lot of different feelings there in the beginning, right?
Yes.
And I know it was also not only, maybe you didn't experience this, but I know everybody, maybe like our other siblings probably felt something or felt some type of way about it, of the fact that it was, who is this girl? I
really think it made a difference. I don't think I felt it as much because at this point it's just dad on my end, right?
Right.
On your end, you have mom and dad.
And dad, yeah.
And I think that actually made a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, me being the oldest, I worked really hard to try to be open-minded.
Yeah.
But then, other siblings may have looked at it as, just like you said,
exactly.
Like, where's she coming from? Like, why is she here? Yeah. Like, what are we doing? And that can be difficult. There was an underlining tension.
It was.
It was one of those big elephants in the room that is there, but to keep the peace, you say nothing.
Yes.
And I think that kind of has an advantage, but as well as a disadvantage.
I think it's bad because
you don't know what's going on in the other person's head.
Right. And you're going based just off energy, and then it's like, and then I feel like when we don't communicate certain things, it just kind of like we put it under the rug that over time we project.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And we do.
And I think I was projecting a lot.
With our conversation,
yeah.
when I'm probably speeding ahead a little bit, but
that's fine.
Once we were able to talk, we realized like a lot of stuff we was thinking wasn't even really happening.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes.
So a little bit backstory. Marilyn and I did not speak for like how long? 3 years?
3, yes.
So my parents got divorced. And then I think after that, that kind of what made us not really talk. Because before that, we were communicating.
We were
right?
good.
We were okay. We're not.
I mean, we definitely weren't where we are.
Right.
But we spoke. I want to say
cordial,
that.
I guess. Yeah, we will talk. Yeah.
I guess we're still keeping it, private to a certain extent. When
we are.
when Dad and Dia went through their, life transition is what I'm going to call it.
That's cute. I like that.
I remember reaching out to you. I don't know if you remember. And I was like, hey, can you come to the house? And we talked, right? I don't know if you remember. And at the time, I was like,
I don't remember that.
I was like, I know they got their stuff going on, but I didn't want us, even though it wasn't what it is now, I didn't want us to lose what I thought was working. Yeah. But it happened, and on my end, I was like, okay, that's not what I wanted. Like, to me, they're the adults. They can figure it out.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to have a gap with my siblings.
Right. And me neither, because it's not a good feeling.
It's not.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like not talking to anybody. Like, the way that I was raised, unity. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No matter what's going on, we're going to talk, whatever the case may be. So but I also never really experienced that. I've never experienced my parents going through that.
Right.
And this is both of my parents. It's not like it's somebody, like my mom and a stepdad.
Right.
It was very different. So, and then I was living with them at some point, and I moved out. I was, I went through my own life experiences as well.
Right.
And then all these happened, and it was just weird to me. It was new to me.
Right.
And I also was very like, pro my mom, like, you know, that's my girl.
Which is understandable.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, your mom is not here no more.
Right.
So I'm sure
But
that
I understood.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did understand. I understood, but then I also was trying to figure out, like, is there any way you could be neutral? Because I got calls on both ends, and I would just listen.
Yeah.
Right? Because I felt like, okay, I can't go right, but I can't go left either.
Yeah.
But then I think it came to a point almost like you really didn't have a choice to make. Like, when I say choice to make, because you were trying to make sure she was okay. Because, of course, divorce does something to you, right?
But I will say this, though. Naturally, I'm a neutral person.
Okay.
You know, because I don't like to pick sides, especially two people that I love.
Right.
However, it was hard for me to be on that side because he wouldn't give me the opportunity to. You know, and I don't want to give too many details,
right.
But so, and I tried. I had conversations with him and everything, but he just wouldn't allow me to. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to detach. And I think for me, that was like the healthiest thing that I could have done. And I'm like, all right, you know, and my mom knows this. Mom, I love you, girl. But when she will have her moments, I will check her too with love. You know what I mean? And to this day, I do that with my mom. Like,
and I think that was the other thing, is because, of course, now at this point, my relationship with her is fading because we had a relationship. And I also think it was because almost kind of like, okay, Alexa with mom and Maddie with dad. It kind of felt like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was, you know, it was kind of like,
it was odd and it was tough for both of us.
Yes.
So 3 years happened, girl.
3 years back.
Child, I would go places sometimes. I would see Madeline there.
And you would see me.
And I would see her and we would not even speak. It was bad. It was so bad because I'm not like that. You know what I mean? So then I think the last time I saw you was at the white pool party. Yeah. Which I turned up that night, girl. When I tell you I had a fun, I don't know. I think that day I Alex was with me in the car.
I saw you. Yes.
I was lit. It was a good time. But
that event specifically, I remember, those who know me know my bestie. And hey Martha. She went to go ask something and she was like, "You gonna go with me?" And
oh yeah, she came to me.
Yes.
She came to say hi to me.
And she asked me, she's like, "You're not gonna speak?" I said, "I'm not ready for the rejection." That was my response to her.
Oh my, you felt like I was gonna reject you?
Yeah, we didn't have, because we haven't spoken. We see each other and that we see each other.
Yeah.
Like physically, I know you're good. Though. So it was, she asked me and I was like, "I'm not ready for the rejection. We good."
Dang, I don't think I would have rejected you.
But I don't know.
I probably would have been like, "Hey, how are you?"
Right.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. But then I'd have been like, "Why is she being fake?" So no.
And you're right. It wasn't gonna be. You're right about that because I wasn't probably gonna be like.
It wouldn't have been genuine. No.
And nobody wants to. You people. You feel energy, right?
Right.
You know when somebody's not being genuine with you, and I think you did the right thing.
Yeah. And
also, I was drinking, girl. I don't know.
That pool party was lit.
That pool party was lit. We did a part 2 this summer.
All right, Dallas.
Okay,
you hear that?
And please keep it how it was. Keep it how it was. Don't sell tickets on the door. Keep it. I love. That's the only reason why I went. Yes,
it really
was. Because I felt safe.
Yes,
I felt like I could be myself. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's.
All right, Dallas. We gave you your plug.
We gave you a little. But
So that was happened. What, July? Right.
That was July.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So we move forward.
I think I reached out to you November of last year.
I want to say December. Was it before Thanksgiving or after?
I think it was. I know I reached out to my dad before Thanksgiving.
Okay,
so it was December.
It was in December.
Maybe like the beginning of December. I remember. Yeah. So
it was December then.
We reached out. We went up. We linked up. We had dinner. It was cute or whatever. Yes. And I was so proud because you reached out to be part of the event. Yes. And I was like, this is the perfect opportunity for me to like.
I did.
Shoot my shot. Come on, girl. Let's go have dinner. It's been a while. And you were down for it. And I think we sat down. We spoke about everything that we had in our heart.
We hashed it out. We did.
And let me tell you one thing that I did do before we actually like talked. Before I told her how I felt, I told her, I said, "Listen, I want you to be open to receive what I'm going to say." Because, you know, I feel like it's very important to kind of give people like a disclaimer before, because you might have not like agreed with the things that I was saying, what I was gonna tell you, right? Because we have our own feelings and and sometimes our feelings are not always true.
Correct.
But it's important that you kind of like give people, because you want people to hear you and you want people to actually like be receptive to. And I want it to be the same way for you as well. Like I wanted to be able to listen to you, and then I think it takes time emotionally for you to be that person.
It does.
To sit and receive and listen, and then at the same time to even share how you're feeling.
Because the thing for me was, and I did tell you, for a very long time, you've always been in my prayers. And one of my prayers was, okay, this is going to get fixed. How, I didn't understand. When, I didn't know. But I'm like, okay, my sister and I will one day have a relationship again.
Oh, that's cute.
And it was kind of just, for me, it was just waiting mode.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I didn't know when I was going to be ready, but I did know that if you were ready before me, I was definitely opening that door. And so when we did link up, to me, it was definitely you know, a prayer answered.
That's good. I definitely think that God has a lot to do with it.
Oh yeah.
Because I was always praying too. And recently I have gotten, when I started doing my whole healing with my dad and everything like that, it was a lot of prayer, man. Like I was literally asking God to allow me to forgive. And when I sent that message to him, I told myself, I don't need him to respond. It's about me right now.
And you just needed to
to let it out. And I was like, if I ever see him again, I don't want it to be, I don't want to feel anything bad for him. And then boom, I saw him again. Y'all, let me tell you something. It's so crazy because I went to her spot one day and my dad was there, and I was not, you funny because you didn't even tell me he was going to be there. Because you funny. You text me and you didn't say Daddy's here.
No. So there was nothing to say because when I texted you, he wasn't there.
Oh, really? He just pulled up before?
Yes.
I guess it was meant to be.
I believe so.
But let me tell you how God works, because, girl, that was a pride. Is it pride?
A
Proud. Coño. I know I don't speak English. But it was a proud moment for me because I knew then I had officially forgave him. God will test you, and God will put you in a place to see, like, okay, you know what? Let's see if you're already, if you're there yet. And I did. You saw how I said hi to him. There was no like nothing. It was just good vibes. What's up? How you doing?
And the good thing about it is for those who are truly on a healing journey, it is for yourself.
It's for you,
not for the other person.
Yes.
So that was good.
And I was so happy, and my cousin was like, "Prima, I'm so proud of you."
See?
Because she knew how much all that stuff that I was holding on. And as soon as I just decided to send that message, that was like freedom for me. And I was like, okay, you know what? If he doesn't take it, it's okay. Eventually he will.
Right.
And it's going to be his time the same way it took me time to go through my own healing thing. Right. But then, so that happened or whatever, I saw my dad and I said hi to him. I was very nice, actually. Proud of myself. And, I just sat there and continued staying there. I ate there. The food was great. By the way, I'll make sure you gotta go to Esquina Caliente if you're in Houston, because the food is good.
See, your cuñado be doing something.
He do, girl. And then
that's how I got caught up, right?
Oh, the food,
the kitchen.
See, we're sisters because I love to eat, and if you feed me,
I'm just saying,
you got me.
So
damn. But I'm just very like God, for sure. God, that's my point. Like God had a lot to do with it. I had to pray for him, and to him and asking for forgiveness, because, and I always said, if it wasn't for God, I don't think I would have been able to do it.
But I also feel like, time heals all wounds in the healing journey itself.
Agree.
Right? Because you have to be working on you. And like I said before, it's for you. It's not for the other person.
Yep.
Whoever that may be. I think even with us, when we had our dinner and we hashed everything out,
right.
I was happy that you had asked me to, hey, listen, and then we'll figure it out, because I gave you the same thing.
Yeah.
And until now, I don't think we really had like a follow-up conversation, so to speak, but we're in a good place.
We're in a good place.
I can only assume that, and I really feel like, okay, if there's ever an issue, we can sit down and talk about it. You know
I
what
think
I mean?
now, and that's, for me, that's all I needed, because I'm very big on communication, and I'm very big on like expressing how I feel.
Right.
Now, I used to be, like before, I wouldn't be as vocal as I am now.
Okay.
Because I didn't know how to speak.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, I know you will tell me this all the time. It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. Because, baby, my delivery before was terrible. And now I'm in a place which is why I love growth. Because I'm no longer that person. Right. I'm very mindful of the other person, how they're going to, because I cannot come to you screaming at you and think you're going to receive what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It's like if I have a child, I can't scream at my child because he's not going to listen to me. He's going to scream back and I'm like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? So it's all about how to deliver the message. Right. That's how people receive it.
Yes.
You know?
And everybody receives different.
True.
Everybody receives different. And, even just going back to the pool party, had I come to you and had you been fake about, hey, how you doing? I'd have been like, what was the purpose? You know what I mean? So the receiving end also has to understand, like, is this the time? Is this not the time?
That's very important. That's good that you say that, because sometimes people want to rush the process of things. And even in relationships, right? Like with your boo or whatever, like sometimes you just have to give them time.
Yes.
To process the situation. I'm a fixer. I want to always fix everything right away.
Right.
And you can't, I was like, girl, relax. You can't do that. You got to give them time. And so, and then of course, the other person might not be as, ready. They need time.
Yeah.
So just being mindful of those things. And I think that I'm really glad that we were able to kind of like talk about all those things and be where we are right now.
Yes.
I invited her to my vision board event. That was cool. It was very intimate.
Yes. I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it was cool. Great.
Yes.
And I like to host I like to host things. I like to host gatherings.
I know. I'm coming to the next one you got coming up.
Yeah. I love that.
I think that you are, with the hosting that you're doing, you're allowing entrepreneurs to get to know one another.
That's my goal.
I'm excited because one of the things that you have done that I want to tap into is you're kind of a little bit of everywhere.
Yes, I'm in the box.
Yeah, in the sense where you can have a Spanish conversation with no problem, but then you could turn around and be professional with the next person, maybe, in an English situation or whatever. So I think that's great. So that was one of the reasons why you posted. I was like, okay, let me start to meet people out of the box.
And then you told me that it was your first time going to something like that.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this and it's before the 22nd, I'm having an event on entrepreneur mixer.
Yes.
For you guys to come out. I partner with Industrious, so you guys can come out and vibe, and it's gonna be really, really nice. And I want you guys to also get to know the space. The space is beautiful.
Is it?
It's so oh my God. I go to work there all the time.
Oh.
So
okay.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. But I feel like it's very important for people to talk to other people and network, because you never know who's who. You'll be surprised. Yes. You go to like an event and you sit next to somebody you don't know. You don't know what the person can do for you.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So I'm always open to meeting people and kind of like giving them a shot or a chance, because I've been able to literally, how you think I met this man? Literally, I was invited to a podcast to be a guest.
Wow.
And I saw his work and I said, hey, I would like to work with you. I don't know when. I literally told him I don't know when, because I don't know, but it's gonna happen soon. And then boom.
There you go.
Yeah. So
networking is very, very
so
important.
Yeah. And I'm big on that. That's why I like to create these spaces, not only in the professional aspect, but also like, in the personal, my own friends and family, because you never know who I know or who that I can meet that can help me.
Yeah, because even at the intimate session that you had at home, one of your friends, she was giving us pointers on real estate. And I was like, oh, you're a real estate agent.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes.
Hey, Chantel, girl, you watching this?
So definitely, getting to know people in different industries, because you just never know when you may need them or they may need you.
Or vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah.
So overall, man, I'm just I'm just so happy. I think, okay, let me ask you this. What is one thing that you would tell somebody out there who maybe wants to, maybe it's like waiting for an apology from somebody else?
Definitely stay in prayer. Number one, because God will answer.
Yeah.
Not when you want it, but he will. So that's definitely one. Stay in prayer. And number two, have a confidant to vent in, because you're going to have those moments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're going to have those
That's
moments where you're going to be like, why this and this, or why she can't get it together, or why did you're gonna have those moments.
And somebody that can also keep you grounded, right?
Yes.
In those moments that you're venting,
right?
Because we're not, like I said, our feelings are not gonna always be true.
Correct.
And we can have a feeling of anything, but just somebody that can also be like grounded in the aspect that, hey, look, chill.
Right.
It's gonna happen when it needs to happen. That can also keep you grounded in the process.
Your confidant should be someone neutral, someone who can see what you can't see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And confirmation for me to say that, because I was having a conversation with my bestie on Thursday, and she opened my eyes to a couple of things, and I was like, okay, I didn't see it that way. And again, just someone who can be like, how they not thinking like this, or let's wait and see what happens. But not necessarily someone who is on your side because, this is how you think.
Because we don't want no yes people. You cannot have yes people around you.
Right. Because that's going to blindside you.
Absolutely.
Right? Because you're going to always be like, yeah, I'm right. Yeah. And you may be wrong.
And when you have yes people around you all the time, you will be surprised the amount of things that they will agree with you on, and you're so wrong, and you feel good about it, and both of y'all are wrong.
And you know? Be like,
yeah. So I think you have to be open to receive that as well, because some people take things like that personal, or they be like, oh, well, you're not my friend because you're supposed to, have my back. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have your back, but I can have your back in everything. And because that's okay. You will be wrong. Yeah, and that's okay. Like, and I'm that friend.
Right. And that is
I'm
okay.
gonna be like, I'm gonna keep you, I'm gonna tell you, like, and I'm gonna try to my best to tell you with love, so you can receive it well.
Right.
Because sometimes I have my little, I don't know, girl.
I mean, tough love is a good thing, but I think sometimes it got to come out the way it come out. Because if we friends, if we're genuinely friends, I get over it in a couple of days.
Because I still love you.
Yeah.
I think that the Dolmos, we have, it's something about us that we're very like, we have a little bit of character. I don't know, like, I know I have a lot of things from my dad, which is probably why we clash, because we have a lot of things in common. And I realized this because the other day, it could be something as small as how I sleep at night. Like the other day, I was going through my phone and I'm looking at a picture that was sleep in the picture that somebody took of me, and I was like this with my hand like this, and I said, that's how my dad sleep. You know what I mean? But
yes.
So it like I have a lot of things that, and then also a lot of toxic ways that he got, you know what I'm saying, how he talks to people that I kind of have it. Then I need to check myself. All right, you can't talk to people like that. You know what I mean? Because my dad is very blunt.
So I don't know if, yes, he is very blunt. He is, I can't completely do away with the word toxic necessarily.
It's not toxic, but I mean,
and for the audience, for y'all need to understand, like, I had dad all my life.
Yeah.
And Alexa had him from 14 to 19. I'll say, yeah.
I mean, because I live with him. I lived with him for that just 5 years.
So there is a difference where that I see that she may not see, and vice versa. Right?
Yeah.
But yes, he has always been very blunt.
Yeah.
And you just get it how you live.
Yeah.
Like and you have to learn to internally understand that, okay, this is what he said. This is what he meant. It's almost like having to figure out what were you trying to say.
Yeah.
He is a little bit more gentle now. Not a lot.
Really? He's a little bit more gentle?
Just a little.
Wow, that's good though.
You see?
Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. But you have, but it's funny because my mom was very similar.
Really?
Yes. My mom was like, okay, this is what it is and this is how it's going to be. She was gentler, you know, I think for the female aspect of it.
Yes.
But
she also was very much like straightforward.
Right.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I mean, just for an example, I was at his house last week and he's like, "Oh, estás bien rebajada. Like you've lost a lot of weight."
Yeah.
Like, really, dude?
Yeah.
Like,
How you just gonna tell me that like
exactly. But
like,
but on the other end, now I have to translate it as,
dude.
okay, I'm healthier, and you see that, you know, I'm doing better. But the way it comes, the delivery that we talk, the delivery is just,
he just like, how he thinks he come out instead of him saying like.
And there's no translation between Spanish and English.
You want more wine?
Yes. Okay. There's no translation between Spanish and English. The way, however it comes, it comes.
Right. I mean, definitely that's something that I had to work on. Girl, look, you sipping on this wine, baby. She like this one.
It's
you
good.
love sweet wine.
I'm gonna have to get into.
You want this bottle? You can.
I'm gonna have to get into what's Solomon and who?
And Brian.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to both of y'all.
I'll say
because
it's one person. They use both last names. I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Girl, you a mess. She thought it was two people. It's just one person. That's the wine talking twice. Okay.
Solomon and Brian talking to me.
Wait, I don't even know how much percentage this got. This got 14%, girl.
Oh. Okay.
You feeling good?
We're gonna get through the bottle.
Yeah.
So
not today. Not right now in this episode. You can take the bottle with you.
Okay.
It's a gift from the Darling Talk Show to you.
Thank you, darling.
But yeah, no. So overall, man, I'm just happy that we're here.
Yes.
I'm excited for the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I see a lot of good things coming.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yes.
For you, professionally, and for both of us, you know, as a whole, as a family unit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
because we need each other at the end of the day.
We do,
and we cannot live the world or navigate this world thinking that we don't need, because we're siblings for a reason,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Right. And yeah. And there's a lot of work. I just want to break generational curses. I feel like in our family, there has been a lot of generational curses that we need to break. Mm-hmm. And I want to be that person. I think God has called me to be that person. Okay. And so whatever I have to do, like even when I have my kids, you know, which is another reason why I'm intentional about being pregnant with somebody. I just want to make sure I have the right father for my child. Okay. Because even if we don't work out, it's not about me. If I have a child, it ain't about me. It's about my kid. And I need you to be a good dad to my child. Yeah. So all those things, you know, like starting from there, having healthy conversations. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
I think that unfortunately those were things that we didn't see 15, 20 years ago. Yeah. You know, or if we saw them, it didn't have a name. Right. And so now that we see them, we're allowing ourselves to use them. Yeah. You know, to have those
it's more normalized now.
Right. Mm-hmm. And healthy conversations can be hard conversations. Oh, yes. I think that's the part that people don't really talk about.
It is hard. Telling somebody else how you're feeling or how they made you feel, it's hard.
It is.
Oh, my God.
It depends.
Depends what about
in the moment, because if you did something to me, I'm gonna tell you.
You're right, and it also depends on the person, because I feel like when you have respect for somebody else, you approach them differently.
Yes, that's very true.
So
that's very true.
That's what I've learned about myself.
Okay. You know?
Like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. You kind of like you messed up, bro. And if you're like, bitch, look, no, I will never do that. I don't do that. I don't talk to people like that. Depends too. Of how you come
yeah.
I had to think about that real quick. Like,
right, exactly.
Who you talking to? Because baby, don't play with me.
I agree. Because you'd be like,
what?
Get the bus up,
girl.
But but still in all, you know, working towards being able to have those conversations is very important. Communication overall is important, and the way that you communicate, right? Not only in a romantic relationship, but friendships and things like that. You know, work relationships, all that is important. Yeah.
How do you handle like your kids? Like, I know you have 3 girls, my nieces, and how has that been for you? I know that's challenging, having different personalities, and you having, like, I'm sure you have to have tough conversations with them.
Yes.
And all that. Like, how do you handle that?
One of the most important things is getting to know each person personally.
Yeah.
Because they are all my kids, but they do all have
different personalities.
Yes. Two are kind of the same, and they're gonna be like, no, we not. But yeah, they kind of are.
Yeah.
But in different levels. Yes, in different levels, right? And it's really one of the things that I started doing when they were really younger. Like, I would take them out on dates individually,
that's good.
And that would be our
that's nice.
Hash it out. What's going on? Talk to me. And that allowed me to get to know them as well.
Okay.
What they like, what they don't like.
Individual.
How do you talk to one? How you don't talk to the other?
Yeah.
You know, one, I can jokingly tell her, get shit together, and she get it. Where the other one, I got to be like,
for real. Ace, I'm not playing with you.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's all in getting to truly know.
That's good. Yeah, I can only imagine.
So, and I must say, 2 out of 3 didn't make it so hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that one though?
If I had number 3 first, I don't know if number 1 and number 2 would have came along. Because I'd have been like,
ooh, do I want to? Yeah, but it's always the young. My mom always says that, like, out of my sister, and coño, out of us 2, child of wine. If you come on here, you're gonna get lit. That's what I'm gonna say. But I think if it would be me and out of me and my sister, I'm the crazy one. I'm the rebellious one.
So had you come first, your sister probably would be
exactly.
There. Yeah, I totally understand.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's gonna always be the youngest one though.
Yeah.
Like, if I think if I have a child, my youngest is gonna give me an issue.
So far, I can agree.
That's what I see all the time. I don't. It's like, I don't know if it's a pattern. I don't know. It's like God humbles you.
I think
with your last one, I'm like, I don't know. I don't have kids, but that's what it could be.
Because I know sometimes number 1 be like, you really let number 3 do that? Nah, I'm tired, girl. Look, I'm tired.
It's too many of y'all. It's 3 of y'all.
It's
Wow, man. So. But what time is it? Oh, girl.
It was that good?
Listen. It's been an hour already. It doesn't even feel like it.
Oh no, it doesn't.
But I just want to say thank you for coming.
Yes.
Thank you for having this conversation and drinking Cinnamon and Brian's wine with me.
Who?
Did
she say cinnamon?
Damn.
No more wine for you.
Don't do that.
No, it was you.
You have to understand that
it was you.
Hold on, wait. Just okay, y'all. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. This is my second. I'm mixing because I'm shooting two videos in a day, and this is my second in a day.
Bottle or glass?
My second glass. So that means it's 24% already in my system.
All right.
I like how you added that up. Yeah. 24. Is it 24 or 28?
It's 28. But we gonna let it. We gonna let it be 24. All
right.
And we gonna talk to Cinnamon.
Let me stop talking.
Okay. So.
Okay. No, for real, it's good, y'all. It's really good. I think you guys need to look.
Yeah, I agree.
At some point,
I agree.
Hermana, thank you for being here.
Thank you for
y'all.
Me.
Well, I'll give you the opportunity for you to brag about yourself. Tell the audience what your businesses, where to follow you at, where to find you at, and all these things.
Okay, so Esquina Caliente is actually here in Houston in 5th Ward. Our address is 2231
5th Ward,
Hutton Street, Houston, Texas 77026. The cuisine is Caribbean, Honduran, American.
Yes.
Because we're trying to cater a little bit to everybody.
I love that.
Right. We're open Thursday through Sunday. We definitely have Sunday Fun Day. We enjoy ourselves. There's always a DJ there. And the kitchen on Sundays closes at 3 a.m.
Ooh,
so
wow. Are you serious?
So if you go somewhere else and then you end up at Esquina, you can still get something to eat.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So,
on Sundays only, though?
On Sundays, yes, we stay open that
What
late.
about Saturday night?
Saturday, we usually there till like midnight.
Why?
It just depends on the flow.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
if I go out and I'm hungry, I want to make sure I can go to Esquina Caliente at 1 o'clock.
Okay, so what time you want me to close? So I could get up.
You should
and go
close
back
at 3 on Sundays. I mean Saturdays.
Okay.
Or 4.
So have your followers come see me, and we'll
Y'all
extend
go
the
see her on
hours.
Saturday after, Oh, listen. Okay, we'll talk about that after, But anyways, y'all,
Yeah. So
thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Let's rate this wine before we close. What do you give it from 1 to 10?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Why?
Because
Why am I getting mad?
So remember, I'm still in my sweet era. I ain't going dry, ma'am.
I'm gonna have to get some good dry wine for you to like it.
It has a bitterness at the back,
Okay.
and it's good, but
Okay, 8.5. That's not bad though. 8.5
no,
is
it's not.
bad.
It's not.
Um,
I mean, they still need to come and
I feel like
distribute
this.
at Esquina.
You could mix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
you-
hear that?
Look, I'm not gonna y'all, but this could be mixed with something else. I feel like it could be mixed with champagne too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You could kind of,
Or even a brandy.
Razzle dazzle. What kind of what is that?
Liquor.
A brandy? I don't know about that. I don't drink. So
Water.
guys, thank you so much for coming, nigga. Yes.
Where are you going? Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Yes.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Are my eyes slow?
This one.
See y'all on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Ain't no breaks, yeah. You got that vibe, mama, you already know, yeah. This is the Dollar Talk Show. Yeah, 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 yeah.